Hey guys, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am pregnant with my third baby, and today I am doing my 20-week update. I missed my 19-week update. I've been so bad about doing these updates. Also, here's Phoenix. He wanted to come see. I know. He wanted to come see. But anyways, so I missed my 19-week update, and every day I was like, I'm gonna do it today, I'm gonna do it today. And then when I got to like 19 weeks and 5 days, I was like, I may as well just wait. Actually, I'm 20 weeks and 1 day today. My bad. Yesterday, I turned 20 weeks, but I did not have time to do this. I'm 20 weeks and 1 day, and my cat is looking at me so sweet. Come here. Quit looking at me like that. Okay, fine. So, first of all, I'm just going to go over my symptoms, because I finally do have one or two annoying new ones to talk about. And then I'm just going to talk a little bit about the size of the baby right now and my upcoming appointment, and then like some things that I'm already stressing about when it comes to the birth. I cannot believe I'm halfway, but let's go ahead and start talking about symptoms. I still throw up like every morning, but I throw up in the morning and then I take my medicine, and most days I feel like it takes 90% of the nausea away at this point. So it's very bearable now. Like, I feel pretty decent right now. The only problem I had this morning is that I had severe heartburn too. So I was like not able to lay down, and I had to take a Tums. But also, look, this is another symptom I keep talking about, how like my skin has been so red, like especially on my cheeks. It's just, I don't know what's going on, because I just woke up. It's not like I've been running. They look so flushed. But anyways, the morning sickness has gotten a lot better. And then there will be some times at night when it's starting to get a little, again. But it's nothing like it was for the first trimester and then the first half of the second trimester. So it's getting a lot better, and I'm super, super grateful. I guess new symptoms, which the first one isn't really new, but my heartburn is just getting so much worse. It doesn't really matter what I eat. Spicy foods definitely make it better, and like a lot of times I pay for that like in the middle of the night. Like if I wake up, I feel super sick because it's like burning right here, and it's so annoying. But also, I can eat pretty much anything and just deal with indigestion. It's very annoying because I'm only 20 weeks, and a lot of time for me with my last pregnancies, it's been the worst in like the third trimester. Like it's gotten really bad in the third trimester because that's when your organs all start to get like pushed together, and so it's really hard for your stomach to digest things in. So I know that's gonna come, and that's just so exciting. There's that one. And then there's also, I have been having restless leg syndrome last couple days, and that is going to drive me insane. Like if there's anything that's gonna, because it's like I lay down on the couch to try to watch TV and relax at night, or I lay down to try to go to bed, and I can't, because like it feels like, if you don't know what restless leg syndrome is, it's just irritating. It feels like your nerves are just going like this, like inside your body, and like you have to feel like you have to keep moving your legs so that you don't feel that. It's so irritating, and I don't know if there's anything you can really do to help it, other than, for me, I have found, because I've had it in the past even when I'm not pregnant, but like it's starting to be freaking consistent now. When I get in a hot bath, last night I got in the bath, it was so annoying because it was like late, and I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep because it was driving me crazy. So I had to get up and take a bath. And I had it really hot at first, and I was like, oh, I don't know if it's actually helping, because I could still feel it like under the water. And then after that, I turned it like cooler before I got out, and it helped. Like, I don't know if it was just the time I spent in the bath that relaxed everything, but it was enough for me to go back to sleep. But oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever had it like this in my pregnancies. I can't remember, but oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm only halfway. What if it's like almost every night for the next 20 weeks? That's gonna be awful. I'll take that over morning sickness or all day sickness. Like, it's nothing compared to that, as irritating as it is. It's just, what's irritating is just not being able to sleep. It's so annoying when you're like ready to go to sleep and that's going on. But it's not a painful symptom. It's not something that makes me to where I can't like function during the day, because like when you're moving, you don't even notice it. Those are mostly, that's really what I'm dealing with right now. And then like I've mentioned in the past, I can feel like when I start to stretch too hard while I'm sleeping that I'm getting close to getting Charlie horses. I have not gotten one yet. But they happen a lot in my sleep with Mason, because I would stretch in my sleep and like wake myself up because it would like happen because I wasn't paying attention to how hard I was stretching, and like, oh, they're the worst. They're so painful, but I haven't had one yet. As my nutrients are more depleted as the baby gets bigger, I'm sure they'll be more likely to happen. So that is pretty much everything with me, and I actually for once have gotten the time to read both of my apps and see what is going on with the baby. So the baby is basically somewhere between 8 and 10 inches now, which is huge, because one app says 8 to 9 inches, one says like 10 inches. So we can put it right in the middle and say the baby's probably around 9 inches. And the movements are so much stronger now. Sometimes they're literally scary, because it's like someone, like you're just minding your business and someone just like pokes you from the inside. They're not all like that. Sometimes they're like more wave type of movements, and like because the baby's getting bigger, I feel it here, and then I'll also feel it a little bit over here, and I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of pregnancy. Some of them are really freaking scary because it feels like the baby just like kicks you out of nowhere or punches you, and it's just very sudden and very hard. So it doesn't hurt obviously, but it's very scary. There's that. But again, like I said, it's my favorite. I love it. And that's the one thing, like when I'm all done having kids, I say that like I'm gonna have one after this, and I don't know if I will or not. I really don't, because I won't be, if I have another kid someday, I'm gonna have to be home while I'm pregnant, because this has just been too hard. But anyways, when I'm done having kids one day, that's one of the things I'll miss the most, is never getting to feel the baby in my stomach again. That's one of the things I miss immediately when they're born, is like, yeah, they're here now and it's so amazing and you get to hold your actual baby, but then you don't feel them like kicking inside of you anymore, and it's kind of sad. Like it's kind of an empty feeling. Eventually I'll get to the point where I'll be moved on with this chapter in my life and it'll be okay. That's the baby. The baby also is getting like little hairs all over its body, and the nasty like cheese textured like coating to keep them from drying out while they're in their like watery amniotic fluid. So that is the baby. My anatomy appointment is Wednesday, so it's 4 days away, and I can't wait. Even though we're not finding out the gender, so I'm like it makes me nervous, because even when I tell them that, I'm afraid there's gonna be some angle where I still see it. But anyways, the anatomy scan is Wednesday. We get to see the little baby, and the last time we saw them was at a private ultrasound a little bit before I was 17 weeks. So yeah, it'll have been like 4 weeks since we saw the baby. The baby's probably so much bigger. They just grow so fast. And then after this anatomy scan is done and my appointment is scheduled, my next appointment is scheduled, I'll probably schedule another private scan for later in that same day, because I want to see the baby one more time in 3D, and they say that the best time to go see them is around like 25, 26 weeks, because they look more like a person. They're not as like alien like, but they're also not so big that you can't like see a lot of them. So I'm super excited for that one. But then it's gonna be sad, like if I don't book anymore, it's gonna be hard to wait like 15 weeks without having a scan. They usually do one more at the doctor's office, like right when you're about to deliver, like, but it's always like nothing. It's like the head, like all you see is just massive body parts. So there's that. And then this video is getting really long, and I don't like when they get super long, but I do really quickly just want to talk about some things that I'm already stressed about when it comes to the birth. So my main stresses are coming from the fact that my baby is born in the most common birth month in the world. My birthday, September 9th, is actually the most common birthday in the world. The baby's due September 8th. I just have like such anxiety that that I'll be like ready for the epidural, and the anesthesiologist will be busy, and like I'll progress too fast because my son took only 5 hours for me to, like, I was induced with him, so it took 5 hours from the time I started Pitocin to the time I gave birth to him, and that is really, really fast. That's half the time it took with my daughter, so it just makes me like nervous. But I am also this time going to ask for the epidural before they break my water, because last time was so painful because I had contractions that were maybe like a 5 on a pain scale, 5, 6, and then he broke my water and they immediately escalated to one of the most painful things I've ever felt in my life. And I had to wait like 20-30 minutes for the anesthesiologist, which is not that bad at all. They were in there really, really quick, but when you're in that much pain and they're coming every 30 seconds, it's awful. And then, not to mention, I progressed from about a 5 to an 8 or 9 between the time he broke my water and right when I got done with the epidural. So it happened super, super fast, and I'm just very nervous that there will be some reason I don't end up getting it this time. And if I don't, I'm sure it'll work out. I'll end up having some crazy natural birth, but I don't want that. Like, that is not me. I want the epidural. So that makes me very nervous. And also I say this every time, that I would love to go into labor on my own. Like, it would be amazing. I would like to have that experience, but that in itself makes me nervous too, because of how quickly I progressed with Mason. But as I get closer, you know, to when it's safe to start doing things to try to progress that, I'll be doing a lot of walking, a lot of bouncing on a yoga ball, and I think my kids are up. I'll be doing a lot of that. Because I do want to try and see if I can go into labor on my own. I think I was close with Mason, I really do. I was induced 2 days before my actual due date with him, and I was 4 centimeters dilated when I went in to have him. So I think if I'd waited a couple more days, I probably would have gone into labor on my own, which would be a cool experience, but also scary, because then I got to make sure I go to the hospital at the right time and not too late. And then also they won't let you in too early, so it is a little bit of stress. But it would be a very fun experience also to not have to wait all the way to my due date, just to be like 38 weeks or something and have it happen naturally would be really cool. So I'm just a little bit nervous about all of that, but I think things will happen how they're supposed to, and hopefully it'll all turn out perfectly. I've had 2 very good births with my other kids. I've been really, really lucky. Although the pregnancies have been hard, the births have been good. Like, I've been really, really lucky with that. But the cats are just sitting over there by the door. Oh, she can't even see. Yeah. What are you guys doing? They're like, let me out. But they wanted to be in here. Anyways, that's everything with that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and measure my belly and show you what it looks like right now, and then we'll be done. It's freaking cold. Okay, I think I'm smaller than usual right now, but it actually makes sense because I realize this is not good. My bump's gonna look so small because I just woke up, like, so I haven't eaten. I guess if I would like actually breathe and release my stomach, it's about right there. So, but yeah, I haven't eaten, so my stomach's gonna be pretty small right now. But okay, there's that. Let me put this higher. Here is from the front. It's gonna be so small. It's okay though, it's okay. Here it is from the side. And then from the other side, looks really small from that side. But anyways, so yeah, that is everything. I can't believe I'm halfway, but I'm also like, wow, I am only halfway. But it moves along so quickly, it'll be over before I know it. So yep, I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna be doing a couple of other videos here soon too. So bye guys.